You are listening to a Daydreamers podcast, and we are the Daydreamers. I am Erin.
I'm K'Shana.
And a Daydreamers podcast is a reminder to do what makes you happy. And K'Shana, what have you done intentionally to make yourself happy?
Like I didn't know the question was coming, but
Exactly.
I don't know. What did I do? And I don't want to say nothing because it's not. You know what? I made sure through the stress and things and the trials and tribulations of the week that I did my best to make sure I had like actual decent food, like not eating Whataburger and stuff. Like I actually cooked food. So
Fun.
I took care of myself in that way. So yeah.
That's all you did to make yourself happy?
Yeah, it's been a rough one. So it's been a rough one. I don't have a lot of positive things to say.
Okay.
So
well, what I did to make myself happy was, one, I got them sitting right here so I won't forget. Bitch, you got some new beads.
those are cute.
Me. And I got some Zipporah, some new beads. Bitch.
I like those. Those are pride.
I actually like these
them.
for myself, but
They're like the we just
since
got
I'm an
through
adult,
looking at the jelly trend nails. They're like jelly beads.
I'm still gonna rock them anyway.
Like
We
them.
share beads, but I did that. Got Zippy some bows. What have I been doing? Like lately, I've been really trying to, like, really focus on what I do to take care of myself. My husband got me something that I've been wanting for a really long time. So what I will be doing that will make me happy is teaching myself how to grill. He got me a grill, an egg grill. It's outside, girl.
Oh,
It's
what?
very cute. It's an egg.
Oh, the green one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you, I'm gonna make up some kebabs. What's a kebab? A kebab.
Yes.
I'm gonna make up some kebabs because I can put some kebabs together now, and I'm gonna bring them. I'm just gonna put them together
Yeah.
and put them in one of them foil pans.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just come by
Yeah.
and you can cook them.
Yeah.
I'll marinate the chicken.
Mhm.
Okay, but you gonna have to cook it
Okay.
because I don't know how to grill. So
Well-
let me know when you learn.
Okay. Whenever I have
So-
some time, I will
Let me
definitely.
know. Will you be ready by the spring? All right.
We'll pin a date.
Okay.
We'll pin a date.
You'll be ready by the spring.
Right. I'm trying to think what else. Support took my fan. What else? There was
Shitty.
something
Here, you need
else
mine?
I did.
You need it?
No, I'm cool.
Okay.
To make myself happy, but I forgot. That's why you gotta write stuff down. What'd I do?
It was on your hand.
It'll come to what?
I moved
fly?
it.
Oh.
I moved it. It was okay.
Oh.
I purposely didn't say anything so you wouldn't.
Okay, yeah. So I can't remember what this other thing I did. Oh, I know what I did. I threw my baby an amazing backyard bounce house second year birthday party. Okay, like Zipporah had so much fun. I had a good time. Well, I enjoyed seeing her with a huge smile on her face and just having so much fun. And I spent the amount of money I spent, and I do not feel bad about it because I got what I wanted. You know, some people, like, they're like, oh, I would never spend that amount of money for this particular thing. But for one, you ain't got to tell everybody your business. But I spent the money I spent, and I got what I wanted, and I know I don't feel bad about it. And my baby had fun. My mom helped me out so much because, like, this year I just did not have it. You know, like, for the first birthday party, you're, like, doing all this stuff. This year, I just don't have it in me to be extra as fuck. Extra.
Well, it seemed like everybody had a good time, though.
They did. But, you know, my mom came through because I was like, they finna get this luxurious, expensive bounce house. And it took up my whole entire backyard. And I said everybody had to get up in that thing. And 75% got up in that thing. That includes the adults. And including me. But, like, my mom came through with the arts and crafts and the activities and the games and the prizes. And then, let me tell you this. You have no idea, like, who's in your village. You know, like, and I say this because shouts out to our Black Creative Circle North Louisiana member, Roxy. Because I sent the group, K'Shana and I are on the board. We created the group. Roxanne. We created a group with some other Black creatives here that we're friends with. And so I sent a message to the group like, yo, Zippy's birthday party is this Saturday. Come through. We wearing Spider-Man shirts. Adult beverages, BYOB, is food and kid drinks available. Pull up. That was
the party hugs.
Right. So like, exactly. So I was like, that was the invitation. But so Roxanne was just like, she wasn't gonna be able to come, but she was like, my teenage daughter needs something to do, so do you need help? And I was like, hell yeah, come through. And then but I ended up having to work, so I had to leave in the middle, like 2.5, 3 hours I was gone, where I couldn't help my mom help me get things together. But when I got back home from work, like my whole patio was decorated, and Roxanne showed up, her and her kids, and they decorated my patio, and I was like, bitch, that's so nice. Like, I mean, like, we're cool in the group, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're cool in the group and everything, and
it always feels good when
but it's
people,
like, you just don't know who is like,
yeah, it feels good when people go the extra mile for you sometimes. Like,
and I was like, I need to be a better person. I had to reevaluate myself. Like, would I?
That doesn't mean, like, just because somebody did an act of kindness doesn't mean you're not a good person.
But I mean, like, the level of
help.
Oh, yeah.
She brought
Thank
it
you,
and
baby.
and ran away.
Like the level of help. Like, I'm the type of friend that'll help and support by showing up with a bottle of wine and keeping you company while you're handling whatever task. Like, I'm gonna keep you company, but like, not necessarily get my hands dirty, a little bit, but that's just how I support, you know. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, but that's just me. But I was just like, girl, thank you. You came through and like really helped me out. And like, I just didn't expect that from somebody that, like, you know, like, that's like a work colleague. You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool at work and this and that, you know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, all that to say, I threw Zipporah and her amazing friends awesome backyard party, and my husband came up to me. He was just like, Mama, you did really good. And I was like, oh my God. Like, that's all I be needing. Like, I did not know I needed to hear that, but he was like,
words of affirmation.
Yeah, but he was like,
affirmations.
He was like, you did really good. He's like, thank you. He was like, thank you. And then like for her birthday was actually on a Tuesday. So I made the 2-year-old class, Rotel, very mild Rotel. I didn't do a lot of seasoning because I don't know everybody's palates. You know, I did the mild Rotel, the mild Velveeta, you know, didn't do heavy Tony Chachere's on the meat, you know, but I did that. I did cupcakes and everything. And so I was sending him pictures that the teachers were sending me. And he texted me back and was like, basically he was like, thank you, you know, like for doing this, like, you know, this, you know, thank you for doing all this stuff and everything. Like, I wish I could have done more. And I'm just like, you paid for it. So you did enough, but you know, like, but still, like, it was really good to hear, like, you did good, Mama. And I was like, thanks, babe. So yeah, that was really long, but that's what I did to make myself happy.
Good.
Yeah. So, K'Shana, what has your head in the clouds?
Let me tell you something.
Tell me.
People.
Okay.
People have my head in the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Humans.
Yeah.
Humans. I'll tell you, yeah. So, people and grief. Grief, and I think we need to have a grief episode one day, and maybe I'll do it. Maybe next episode. I say that shit all the time. Like, oh, we'll talk about this next time, and I be to forget. But like, y'all, grief is not linear. You know, there's a whole bunch of different stages. Mm-hmm. Shit be coming out of nowhere sometimes. Like, I have been, as I said before, it's not been the best of times since the last time we recorded. It has absolutely not been the best of times. And then other things happen, which is where the people come in. And I'm like, yo, people be out here wild. Like, people are wild. And, like, I say that all the time, but, like, people are wild. And, yeah, you just be safe out here, y'all. You know, make good choices. And seek therapy. Go to therapy. We say that every week.
If it's one thing K'Shana is going to say, it's gonna be go to therapy.
Go to therapy, and like also not just go, but like suggest therapy. Suggest therapy for your friends. Work on more positive coping skills. But yeah, don't be, if you see your friend cutting up or behaving in a certain way that's concerning. Okay, so we're not gonna get into it, but say Kanye. We're gonna say Kanye because he's what's hot in the streets right now, as far as like behavior, erratic behavior and language and certain things that he's doing. Like if you got a friend like Kanye and you notice that they out here wild and feral in the streets, you know, and you can't guess their next move and neither can they. Please don't just sit there. Like, say
something to them.
Suggest therapy. Provide not only just to make suggestions, but try to provide them with some resources if you can. I mean, you can't make anybody do anything, but like talk to your friends. Don't just have them out here and then you just sitting there like these, man.
Watching.
I don't know. Man. That's Troy. Troy be, man, but that's not helping.
No.
That's not helping. Like, say something. And if you notice something within yourself, if it is you and you notice your behavior is off, whether that's some early signs of depression or maybe you're exhibiting maybe some like manic or something type symptoms, or you're just off and you're being a lot more than you normally are in a bad way. Please don't double and triple down on it. Don't double and triple down on it. Like, just it's okay. It will be okay if you let it. I'll say that. But yeah, don't let your friends just be out here being a menace to society. And you not saying nothing.
But
from a place of care.
At what point can you pull back though? Like if this person is just not willing to accept that like they may even know something's going on with them. But like at what point do you take a step back and be like, it don't matter what I say, don't matter how much support this person is, this is where they are. They low-key choose to be right here. Yes, baby. Hi. Okay. They low-key like choose to be there. So it's like, at what point do you be like,
I think that's like more of a personal decision. You'll know when you get to that point. When it gets to a point where your life is starting to degrade as a result of their behavior or as a result of you continuously trying to help. You don't have to wear yourself thin in order to positively contribute to somebody else's life. And also, you can't make anybody do anything. We are only in control. When I work with the kids, like, what are we in control of? Our actions. We cannot control anything outside of our actions. So whether that's you continuing to help or you feeling that it's time to cut it off in whatever way, there's no real, like, 3 weeks or 6 weeks. Yeah. Nothing like that. I think that's a personal decision, but just try. Please don't, the people you care about, care about them. Like really care about them. Like you say you care about them, help them. Like I said, you can't make nobody do nothing and you're not responsible for their actions either. Right. But say something. That's all.
So, what has my head in the clouds? 2 things. I did not go fully into this story because I'm just not, because I don't care that much and I'm sick of these people. But I did see the Shade Room headline. Oh Lord, and I did the Shade Room. the blog type headlines and things as I was scrolling through Instagram while I was in the bathroom and such. First of all, okay, so anybody that's listening
I'm squinting, y'all. I'm blind. I can't see.
Watching on YouTube, we are live on K'Shana's personal TikTok, KHD Studios. So, one of our watchers asked me, "What's the wine today?" And sir, it's Chardonnay. It is always Chardonnay. It is Woodbridge Chardonnay. And if they don't have Chardonnay, do you have Pinot Grigio? If you don't have Pinot Grigio, let me get Moscato and a shot of Crown. Okay?
Why you need the Crown with the Moscato?
Because Moscato is so. I can't do this.
Y'all be hating on Moscato.
No, I've moved forward. I've grown.
See, you see.
I've moved forward.
I feel like, okay, it's juice. It is. That's not the point.
But at one point in time, like I drank Moscato, I drank pink. the thing, like, I've never been one to turn down a glass of wine, period. This probably ain't a good thing to say, but if I ain't even like it, I was still gonna drink it.
You know,
I drink.
I want that Taylor Port. I want to try it. I keep seeing TikTok.
Wait a minute.
You got you got some?
My brother-in-law brought me something I ain't never had before. What's up? We got one more person.
Is it Taylor Port?
I drank all of it, whatever it is.
It
might be port.
If
so
it was
like
you
that.
know,
it was sweet red.
Oh no, you would know if it was.
Come out that corner. Why she
Y'all need to see her. She covered her little face. She's like, I want to be amongst the books.
No, she has. We did this like 4 episodes ago. She has her own bookshelf over here.
She knows.
Baby, no, it's not safe for you to be in this corner. Because we got this bookshelf right here. There's a lot of.
Oh, look, I'm blind. Look at these comments.
Go get your baton. Go play with your baton.
Just got a bottle from Nipper Valley because you're awesome.
You're fancy. I got mine from the liquor store, around the corner from Zipporah's daycare. That's where I got my bottle of wine from.
That is exotic.
And it's Woodbridge, you know, so it's not bottom shelf, it's not top shelf, but it's on the shelf.
It's mid.
You know, yeah, it's about $12-13 maybe for the big bottle. And I've grown because I used to be like, let me get the biggest, cheapest bottle you got.
How you feel about Yellowtail and Barefoot?
I drink it. I don't have no
Me
problem
too.
Barefoot used to have a really good sweet red. I really like Barefoot sweet red. Okay, what was I talking about? Dumb shit. Okay.
We went.
Zipporah is playing with her blocks.
She wants to build things because she's an architect.
So, oh yeah. So what's got my head in the clouds? Basically, I've been over Princess Love and Ray J, but did you not see the headline? And like I said, I only looked at headlines and looked at the clip. I ain't go no further into because I low key don't care. This is just based off what I saw scrolling on Instagram when I was sitting on the toilet. Okay, so, but basically, she agreed to do threesomes with Ray J just to keep it to you know, they say in the headline, make him happy.
Why is this news?
Why is it news?
Why is that news? That's not newsworthy.
Why is it out? Why is it on? Why do we need to know that? But like,
and why is it news? That's not like that's.
Well, they probably gearing up for another season of whatever show. Maybe, I don't know, because I've been stopped watching those shows.
That's not.
And I've been tired of like Princess Love and Ray J because like, why are we here? But this is what got me. I started thinking about like the dumb shit you do because you love somebody so much. And one of the things, like in the clip that I saw on the Shade Room or the Shade Room like Instagram account, like the clip, she was saying something like, you know, she did it to be like, you know, you don't have to go outside. Like, I can be fun too. So you know, like you don't have to. But like I on one hand, I get that. I get I'm fun too. Because, like, I used to kind of be like that with Larry. Like, hang out with me. Like, I'm fun. You know, but
why would you not want to hang out with your partner?
No, not that he didn't hang out with me, but it's just like, I'm cool too. I hang too. I mean, like, because I just want to spend time with you. And, like, we can be friends. We can do all that type of stuff too. Because I was just, you know, I mean, this wasn't even like when I was super duper young. This could have been like in the middle of our relationship. Because, like, we've been together for so long. But just, you know, like, I can understand that. Like, no, like, I'm fun too. You know, like, you don't have to go over there. Like, we can do stuff at home. But, you know, she's talking about threesomes and stuff. I'm talking about, like, just regular, everyday stuff. But, so I understand that type deal. But she was like, yeah, like, you know, you don't have to go outside the home or to be with anybody else. Like, you know, like, I'm fun too. You could just do it here. So, like, she agreed or was willing to do that. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not finna judge this woman.
What is there to judge though? That's they just put stuff out. Like, what are you supposed to say about it? Like, there's nothing to really say.
Well, when I saw it, I was like, really?
What is the angle?
Well, I was like, why is this out? Like, why do we need to know this? But since it's here, and I'm thinking about like all the dumb shit that you have done or you would be willing to do for somebody that you love or to show that you love or loyalty. Like, we've all been dumb at some point. I ain't been dumb enough to have a threesome with somebody. Like, that's not my thing, okay?
I don't think that's necessarily dumb. I think if you want to do that, you're consenting to it. then
if you're doing it to make somebody else happy.
Is that the angle of the story? That's what I'm asking. Because if that is, I can understand how it would like.
Well, okay, I don't know what the angle is. Like I said, I was scrolling.
And you just saw
and I saw it, and I was just like, I read a couple comments and was like, oh my God, and kept right on moving. So this is just my thoughts surrounding you doing something for somebody. And I feel like if that was just something she was down with, she would just be doing it. She wouldn't be doing it to be like, you can stay at home. You know, like if she were to say that to me, you know, like, I don't know that your angle. I didn't invest in it because I'm not that invested in these two people. But just like, the headline was like, you know, she agreed to do this to make him happy. And so I'm just thinking about the dumb shit you have done. Like, because you just like somebody, you just love somebody. And I'm just like I can't recall anything like severely dumb at this time. But I will say this, like with my husband, like I love him. Like I'm straight up dumb as fuck for that dude. Like I don't have any tattoos. Okay. But if he was to be like, let's get matching tattoos, I'd be like, okay. Cause I'm just dumb for him. I'd do it. I think about it. I won't say I'll actually do it, but I would be like,
you'd strongly consider it.
Yeah, because like because I'm just stupid, and I'm proud to say I'm stupid as dumb as fuck behind my husband. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but in some cases, it's like you have to love yourself more than you love that person, and I feel like in situations like that, like we've all been in some situation. Maybe it's not a threesome, but like you've done something because. I feel like if you doing something for somebody else that you wouldn't normally do, you know, like you're loving that person more than you love yourself. You're thinking. I see you thinking.
I don't think that's necessarily the case all the time. Sometimes if you're doing something like that, I mean, you could do something because it's of interest to your partner or whatever. Maybe it's something that you're not necessarily always interested in. Be like, yeah, okay, well, I'll do this, or I'll go here, or I'll whatever. I don't think it necessarily means that you don't love yourself more. Now, if it's a situation where you putting yourself in danger and you choosing to do it for this person and it puts your safety or health or livelihood, like you doing dumb shit like stealing for this nigga or something like that, like, but as far as like, oh, well, he's into Call of Duty, so I'm going to look up some Call of Duty stuff, or I'm going to try to be interested in.
That is sharing the interest.
That's like, okay.
Because I don't care about Tom Brady, but I can tell you all the stuff about Tom Brady because Larry is all about Tom Brady.
It's like, no, you don't care. It's not something you care about. It's something you're going out of your way to learn more about or to do specifically because your partner cares about it.
Right.
But like other shit, yeah, I would only consider it dumb if it was something that was putting you in harm's way in some kind of way. Other than that, you're supposed to try to be, not necessarily make their hobbies your hobby, but try to at least learn a little bit about what it is that they're into and what they like in the same way they're supposed to do that for you. I don't think that's...
I think like we're not in a place because, we don't plan out the show. Like we may have a topic, so we don't always have like ready examples, but like, I feel like whatever you're talking about I'm not putting threesomes in that. Like that would be extreme for me, Yeah,
everybody's categories are going to be different. So that may be like a Tuesday for somebody. Like, right. And that's fine too. But also if it's not, then that's also fine too. But
I just feel like, if like, I guess I'm putting myself in that situation. If my husband was like, I want, if I was like, let's have a threesome so you won't go cheat. Like,
wait a minute. It's the last part about it that's the issue. It's not the threesome. It's the back half of that statement. So you won't go cheat.
Well, yeah. Okay. And like I said, like she said in the clip, she was like, you don't have to go outside the home. Like I'm fun too. So like, let's do this together.
And then also like, even that, like you don't have to. They never fucking have to. They just do. You can't stop. You can be anybody. I mean, we've seen it from, oh no.
No, do not do that.
Oh. What do you want?
A PACIFIER that I gave to her. It's probably in the bed.
But then she immediately gets down. What? y'all.
Girl,
What I
I
was
went back there before and she had took her diaper off.
what? Oh shit! It's time to get on that pot.
Been time.
It's time to get on that pot. They taking that's the people say if they could take their diaper off, it's time to get on that pot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. What?
You were saying like threesomes may be a Tuesday for somebody.
The back half. Oh yeah. The back half. Yes. So you won't go cheat, or so you don't have to go outside the house. No. You cannot stop somebody. If somebody's going to do something as far as like infidelity is concerned, they're just going to do it. That's not a reflection on you as a person. 9 times out of 10, they will blame it on that or whatever. But that's not always.
But I mean, like it's not always the sex thing. That's what they're
going to do it anyway.
But I mean, like you hear, like I don't know about you, but like you used to hear like in college, like people. Mainly girls in this situation spending like their whole refund check on a dude and he got
and you could
like that's some dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you really want this person to like you, or you
can swing from chandeliers or whatever and they still whatever the fuck that means. I don't know, that's an old people saying. I assume that means
some freaky shit,
a lot of things. Yeah. It's not gonna stop anybody. If they want to do certain things, they're gonna go do certain things, and just like if you want to do certain things, you gonna go do certain things. You
what else comes to mind is that that lyric with Trina when she was like, "Damn it, thank God I didn't get that tattoo." Like that would be so. Like I just said, I'm dumb as fuck for my husband, but like
anybody's name tattooed.
I'm not gonna get nobody's name on me.
I'm
not getting nobody's name on me, but I'm just saying like.
Hell, I barely got this one, but like, look.
But that's what comes to mind, like the dumb shit you do for like when you're so in love with somebody. And I just thought about that lyric, and I did just say like I said before, I'm dumb as fuck for my husband, proud of it, straight up groupie for LD, okay, straight up.
Yeah, sometimes the dumb shit is not leaving. That's the dumb shit.
Well, yeah,
real talk, that be it. Like you doing dumb shit, like staying. You know, that's dumb. Tolerating abuse. You know, that's also a thing.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's dumb if you want to look at it hindsight. Not to victim blame because it's not, anybody's fault as far as the victim is concerned. But looking at that, yeah.
Okay.
Not the smartest decision.
Right.
Something
else that has my head in the clouds, just real quick. So for the new listeners, I have recently started going to therapy, like within the past couple months, maybe like 4 months. Maybe?
Well, I feel like it's been a year. It hasn't.
It hasn't been a year.
I feel like it's been like 9 months.
And maybe at least since August. So yes, Zipporah. Yes, Zipporah. Yes.
She got chapstick.
Yeah.
All right.
So definitely since August, I have been going to therapy. But the reason why I've gone to therapy is because like I got a whole bunch of shit going on with me. But recently I have, and it's coming up on a year that I have ended a relationship with somebody. This is not someone that I was in a romantic relationship with, not a friendship, but it was somebody that I did have a really
somebody important to you.
Yeah, important. I don't even know if it was close. Anyway, but an important person. And so the reason why came up, but what really got me to go into therapy, I was like, I need to deal with this, is because I cut this relationship off. There's other people that I won't be able to have relationships with. There's events that may be awkward that I'm, just things like that, like the sucky part of it. So not necessarily into the relationship just yet. But what's really hitting me right now is the sucky part. So the sucky part popped up this past weekend. Like I said, had my baby's second birthday party, and important people were there, and a person who was associated with the person I no longer have a relationship with was not there, and I did not extend the invitation, not because I didn't want to, but I just
yeah, association. Yeah,
so like that person, the associates popped up, and it sucks. So I've just been kind of like this stuff. Because at one point I was just like, I had kind of made a little peace with it. I'm like, if I do random gifts for people, I'll write you a note, drop it in the mail or whatever. Like, that's just the type of little stuff I do. And I was like, I want to do it to an associate of this person, but I don't know if I should, and I'm doing it for other people. But then I went through this whole thing like, well, I always say if it feels natural, I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that, and I was like, I'm going to be at peace with it. I'm just going to do whatever feels natural, and if whatever I'm doing, it gets intercepted by the person I'm no longer in contact with, then fine. I'm just prepared for that. But I'm doing something because I want to, yada, yada, yada. Well, not with this past weekend passing, like I was doing some things for other people, and I naturally wanted to do it for an associate of this person, and I was just like, well, should I? I went right back to that. That's all it is. Like, that just really sucks. I'm back, and I'm back there. I'm just ready for me to not be there anymore, but I don't think I'll ever not be bummed about that situation. It'll just be like, well, that's just life. But like, it kind of it popped back up again. So
remember what I just said at the beginning of the show about grief and how unlinear it is? It is not linear. Grief is also not limited to death. Grief is also included in the ending of relationships.
Yeah.
That's a loss. Grief is over losses, so you still going through it, and you're going to go through it for a while. There is no time span. Yeah. Because it's grief, and again, it's not linear, and it might come up when associates are not around. It's just, it's a part of it because it is a loss. It doesn't matter if it was your decision or not. It's still, a loss. Yeah. And I think you should definitely maybe think about discussing that with your person.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up in my next therapy session. I actually need to sit down and write out some thoughts and stuff about that, so we can talk about that
process
at my next session. But before we close, I do want to ask K'Shana, I'm constantly reading. What are you reading lately?
Advanced psychology statistics. That's
so
what
much
I'm reading.
Fun. So much fun.
Advanced Spanish. I'm just playing. No, girl, and I'm behind on all of it. How the fuck? I'm gonna get it together. It's just been a lot.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot fucking lot. It's been a lot. I'm not saying certain things because I don't want to.
Right. But I mean, because you share you share very freely when you want to.
Yeah.
You just been through a lot.
Just know it's been a lot. It's been a lot. Shout out to my awesome and amazing supportive partner for being supportive and awesome. I don't know why I told Vitus this too. I hate Boo. I don't know why. I feel like it stems from Usher and Alicia Keys.
Oh, well, I say it jokingly.
But I just don't. I don't know.
I don't know. My friend calls her. Did I tell you about this? My friend calls her husband Bae. And okay. So I used to call him Bae. Because she never referred to him by his name. She'd be like, yeah, me and Bae are doing this. Me and Bae.
Oh, you thought that was his name? Well, no, I
knew that wasn't his name.
Oh.
But we're friends, and her and I are friends, And so I'd be like, girl, what's up with Bae at? And sometimes I would see him, and I'd be like, hey, Bae, just playing or whatever.
That's different.
But yeah.
I think
I'm so loud. Look at my audio.
That's what I'm saying. And then you look at mine, and mine's tiny, and I'm not being quiet. I'm really loud. I'm trying to say it with my chest, and it's not registering. Look, I have to put it directly in front of. Is this what I'm gonna have to do?
Maybe.
Is this my life now?
That's how you grip it.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, I'm dead.
So with that being said, I've been reading. Okay, so I've discovered Ashley Antoinette. I'm late. I know this.
Who is that?
I'm finna tell you.
Okay.
Ashley Antoinette wrote a book, and I talked about this book before. When it's called A Moth to a Flame, and you said it was like that. What was that book you said?
I fucking heard that name before.
Because I said it.
Oh,
you said
okay.
it was like that Sister Soldier book, A Cold Winter's
Night. Oh, I got some feedback about that for you as well.
Okay.
Also.
Okay, hold on. But so she wrote A Moth to a Flame, and then the sequel is called Ethic, and then which leads it's that, and it's a whole big ass series. I didn't even realize that. I'm in the group on Facebook, Black Girls Read Too. That's how I discovered this stuff. So the sequel is Ethic, and then there's Ethic Book 1, and then there's Ethic Book 2. And I was like, oh my God, I need to know what happened. And now they're like, oh sis, It's a whole bunch of stuff. It's ethic, book 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then it's
get fucking ready.
and then it's like yada yada yada. So I'm just so ready. I'm on book 3. I found it on Audible. I was using Hoopla for the first couple ones, which means it's free through my library. But I had to use a credit, but I don't mind because I really like this series. So anyway,
not me looking for my phone and it's up here because we don't live.
So yes, so I'm on Ethic book 3, and let me tell you, like, the sex scenes in this book, like, at first I was just kind of listening to it or whatever, and then like he has an adopted daughter. She 18, she's in love. This is the girl, you know, I said he was into the girl and the girl died. Okay, you know, like, the girl was into this really gangster guy who was using her because her dad was like top dog.
Because, but
this is the thing. So, like, she gets back with Ethic, okay? And this is common knowledge, okay? I'm not spoiling anything if you read the books, okay? So, like, she gets back with Ethic, but, like, she was in such an abusive relationship, so she ended up going back to the guy who was beating the shit out of her. And, like, long story short, she ends up dying trying to get away and get back to Ethic, okay?
Can we say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we say that?
Okay.
Zipporah ain't in here?
No.
Right?
Never mind.
So anyway, but she has this younger sister, so this
Erin
guy
will tell the story for you.
It's common knowledge.
How is that common knowledge?
Anyway, he ends up raising this girl that he loves, who end up, you know, stuff happens to her. He ends up raising her little sister as his own daughter and stuff. So the little sister is 18 now. She grown. I'm using bunny ears. She grown or whatever.
That's a
but
child.
but she's into this guy that's much older that works for her adopted
That's
dad.
A child.
But anyway, so like, and they get on my nerves because she's 18, he's like 24 or whatever, and like their love is just like fucking hard. Fucking
maybe their love language.
The
maybe their love language is physical touch.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is. When you 18, 19, and 20, that's all it is. It's we go hang out, we go chill, we drink or we eat at Waffle House, and then we go back and we fuck real hard nonstop all the time. Hello, freshman, sophomore, junior year in college. That's what it was, okay? But like, I'm 37. I'm just like, oh my God. If you don't be like, oh my God, like it'd be like, oh my God, he flipped his dreads and he beat this dude's ass for me, and like my clit just got so big and wet. Like that's how it is.
What the fuck?
And I just be like, and it's such a young girl thing, and it's such a young guy thing that it's like, I saw her, she was walking away and like my dick thumped, and it's like. Or
that's
like
real
I
life,
go
though.
up there
But like, look.
and I give him a hug, and like I'm on the back of his bike holding him, and I just reach my hand in his pants and hold his dick as we're riding down the freeway in the middle of winter like, bitch, that shit does happen. But I'm 37 and she's 18, and I'm just like, girl, shut the fuck up. But this whole book is a lot of intense, passionate sex fucking.
I like the way you put air quotations around passionate.
Because these kids,
it's thug passion.
Yes, very much so.
Thug passion.
And I'm 37. I'm just like, if y'all don't shut the fuck, like, why are you getting it on in a closet at a church at a debutante banquet? Like, really, that's some shit some 18, 19-year-old would do, which is what's happening. But it's like, really, bitch, really. You got your ass.
Hey, people be fucking. That's
they
like
do.
a thing. They be fucking.
But anyway,
if people don't do shit else besides
that's
like
what's been making me happy. That's what I forgot.
If people don't do shit else besides being wild and crazy, they be fucking. And then sometimes, you know, they just be fucking. People gon' do it.
But yeah, but that's all I got to say. I'm on
Ethic
book 3. It's amazing.
I did forget to say that I am still listening to Jennifer Lewis's audiobook, and it's really good. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good, and it's
I started Gabrielle Union's second book. You know, I was such a fan of her first book. That's really kind of helped me get my podcast going. Because she's so transparent and she was so relatable. She talked about being a stepmom in the way that I talked about being a stepmom. We spoke the same language. And I was like, she says it the way I say it. Like, she feels me. That's my friend and my sister. She don't know.
So let's just say when I can. I started on the second book of that other book I was telling y'all about that I can no longer remember the name of because it was about fairies and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely started it. But the conflict hasn't happened yet, and so therefore I'm bored. So I've just been kind of off and on listening to Jennifer Lewis when I can. All right, but that's pretty much it.
So yeah, any last words about what? No, we pretty much said our last words. All right, y'all. So that's it for a What's Got Your Head in the Clouds and What Have We Done?
Wait, we do
What?
need to do last words.
Oh, okay. Last words. Go ahead, Frank.
He need to leave that dope alone. He need to leave that dope alone. That's it. That's the last words. The people who hear it will know on TikTok. They will know.
Oh, okay.
You need to leave that dope
I
alone.
don't be on that like that, but okay. With that being said, thanks for listening. Follow the podcast. If you don't, share it, tag it, all that jazz.
And if you don't follow my page, for the time being, because I know if you're listening, you already follow us, but do follow me because we're gonna go live.
Yeah.
And until we get enough people on the actual podcast page, we're gonna have to go live from my account. So if you do want to catch that,
follow K'Shana at KHD Studios.
And we be recording on Saturdays, so and then do a little alert. And then you'll know, and because I'll put it in there that it's the podcast. You ain't gotta like nothing else on my page or nothing like that. But you can just follow for the live, so we can.
And on TikTok, you can follow my kids at Zippy Loves Ragnar, and hit me up everywhere else, including Pinterest at Love Erin AD. Follow the podcast everywhere at A Daydreamers Podcast.
I got heartburn. I'm old as hell. I don't know. I be
and
getting
we
it for no
will
reason.
talk to y'all. See y'all later.
Bye. What? I didn't even do anything. Why?